Assalamu alaikum. Let's go. Okay, this right here is not new, but it's informative. It just shows people how these people do things, how they go about moving the goalposts back. This is about the government in the UK. Now they push to change some laws so that they can give these guys a break. Check it out.
Police service working with the National Crime Agency has never been so robust in this field. We are arresting over 400 men every month. We are safeguarding over 500 children every month as a result of targeting those people that would view indecent imagery of children. But the fact is, we are simply becoming inundated with a number of referrals that we are having to deal with and the number of cases that our child protection teams are now having to cope with. And we have sophisticated risk assessment tools that I am as confident as I can be will be able to determine whether or not an individual poses a risk of contact abusing a child. And when you look at the number of resources that we now have working within this field, you look at the numbers that we are now having to deal with, I am proposing that we have to take a slightly different approach whereby, and all individuals will still be arrested, but there are alternative solutions rather than putting these people through the court system who are now dealing with between 40 and 50% of all their time are unfortunately allegations of sexual abuse. Cases are taking too long to come to court, and we have to look at an alternative whereby those individuals that we assess as posing little risk to children of contact abuse have to attend some form of rehabilitation course, have to attend a course whereby they are educated as to the impact of their abuse, the impact of their offending, whereby they are not then put into the justice system itself.
Now that's in the UK, but you're seeing it in America as well. International white peopling. The UK Child Protection Police officials. That was a big shot right there. He's saying that not every person convicted of sexual abuse of small people, meaning images and other, what they call minor offenses, should automatically receive a prison sentence. They're saying that these guys are low-risk offenders, and people who look at these nasty pictures or circulate them or produce them and all this other stuff, they don't pose a threat because they're not contacting them directly. You know what I'm saying? So not all of these guys, are hardcore with it. Yeah, they're pedophiles, but they all don't hurt small people. Absolute BS. You see how they move the goalposts back? Pretty much what they usually do, move the goalposts back to make it legal to openly practice their Satanism, to normalize their Satanism. And yes, people will get right on board. So they're basically saying, yeah, we acknowledge that this PDF stuff is a problem, but it's so many of these guys. We are arresting hundreds upon hundreds of them every month. So we can't keep putting all these dudes in jail. It's messing up the families, the household, the economy, the jobs. These guys got to go to work. These are professional guys, a lot of them. Oh, it ain't all so dangerous. Let's just keep these guys out. But we know they all are dangerous. They all are dangerous, man. You know what I'm saying? So they're saying like, okay, yeah, he's one, but we got to see a little traumatized, beaten and bloody, mangled up small person first. First, we got to see that. Without that, we can't say that this person is so bad or bad enough to put behind bars. Moving the goalposts back to do something that's part of the culture. You know what I mean? Part of the culture that they are embarrassed about, but it's normal, but they embarrassed about it. You know what I'm saying? So they're trying to, no, they're not trying. They are doing it, and it's working well. You know what I'm saying? It's working well. They're saying we don't have the manpower to keep putting all these guys in jail. We're arresting all of these white men. So I think it's two parts to it. Yeah, I believe that also, that they don't have the manpower to arrest all these guys, and it's destroying families and is messing up the economy in certain ways. But I also believe that they're thinking also like, you know what? Why are we being hypocrites, man? We all do it. This is part of what we do. Let's just let them be okay and do that, and let's just say that these ones right here, they're worse. So we're going to put them away. You know what I mean? It's part of the culture. They're all into it. They're all into it. They either are directly into it or they're harboring people who do it. Like they know about it, it's in their family, it's their co-workers, it's on their team or whatever. They're not saying nothing about it. We're talking about harming small people.
Did you send a cock pic
Yeah.
after he told you the age?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so that's yeah, he came to meet a 15-year-old.
Yeah, 'cause I thought this was probably a setup, and I thought, well, I'm going to come anyway because I told him I'd be here, and I had a feeling that it probably was.
I got yes.
But that's illegal, right?
Yeah, I know it's illegal.
Yeah. So you gotta think from our perspective, right? If you're already sending dick pics, already talking sexual to the kid, right? And you're showing up, what does that look like?
Well, it doesn't show good, but
Right.
the thing is, if a young person is doing this, he needs to be told not to do this too.
Yes. How old did I tell you?
You told me you were 15, and I said that wasn't a good thing.
And why is it not a good thing? Why do you
Yeah,
think?
because he's underage.
Because he's
Right.
underage.
That's what I told him. I said, this is not a good thing.
Yeah. What did you talk about in the chats though? Because I have them right here, sir. That's what I'm asking.
Well, we talked about a lot of things, and then I thought, well, I took Sharon. I shouldn't even go over there, but I thought, I said I would, and I'm a man of my honor, so I'm going to go over there and tell him that this is not a good thing. He better not do this, and this is against the law, and I was stupid for doing this, and that he should not be doing this.
Did he?
Now, I don't know how true it is about that guy being a Gucci big exec, but it don't even matter. We know that them type of people are really into it, but a lot of times on social media, people, they put out these things, they be lying so much. It's no need to lie when you're talking about these kind of disgusting. There's no need to even make up a story or add juice to it. Just say the real thing. It is what it is, man. You know what I mean? I don't know why people on social media, they be spreading these little extra part of the stories, like little lies within a story that's already discussing itself. Like, there's no need to lie. But I don't know if that dude is some kind, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But that's what's going on. The UK, America, wherever, every month, hundreds upon hundreds of white American men, British men being arrested for this. You conservative, your God, guns and glory, Mayo monsters, your liberal, agape love, Mayo monsters, all disgusting, all into harming small people. The white community does not care about small people. And next, well, we're already seeing this. We're seeing black people who actually are supporting these guys. You know what I'm saying? Giving these guys more breaks. As long as there's something in it for them. Then when there's something in it for them, the people who are in celebrity worship with the people who give them a break, then they just follow suit. You know what I mean? That's how we are. Black people are personality worshipers 1,000. You know what I mean? As a whole. I'm not talking about you. I mean as a whole. The black community. Yeah. We're not the same black people that we were in the year 2000. We're not the same. You can see this shift big time when that guy got in office, the biracial dude. You started seeing black people use the LGG and all kinds of sentences with black struggle and racism, super disrespectful. You started seeing black people attend these rituals and stuff like that being promoted, where they're doing stuff and trying to brainwash the small people and these lizard lifestyles and all this other nasty stuff. You've seen it. You actually started hearing regular black dudes sit around and say things like, oh, it ain't nothing wrong with it. I got nothing against that. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Just stand on your truth. Trying to make it sound like, it has some masculine, tough effect to it. That's one of the weakest statements I ever heard these Negroes. Remember, they started saying this a lot. Hey, I don't got nothing against that. It ain't nothing wrong with it. It ain't nothing wrong with it. Come on, man. It is something wrong with it, yo. It's something wrong with it. I get the whole, when they be saying, stand on your truth. I get that part, but it is something wrong with it. You can't say that. Like, I do get that part because too many of these nasty bati men, these switch hitters, they've been going into the community, giving things, to women and stuff like that, coming out of situations in prisons or even on the streets and just playing both sides and giving these nasty things to women and stuff like that. But it is something wrong with it. Like, you can't say that. Then they tried to spin this nonsense. They created this narrative trying to say that black people in the black community are abusing homosexuals and black people hate other homosexuals. Absolute baloney. Nobody hates black homosexuals. Black people who are gay have always been in the community. They got people just like everybody else. Nobody ain't letting nobody do nothing to their gay cousin or their gay uncle or whoever. Something might happen to you, you know what I'm saying? They get cracked on just like everybody else gets cracked on. If you look kind of funny, you act funny. This whole, black people are out targeting gay black people. Black people don't even act like that. Black people do not hate homosexuals. The problem came in when these guys fell for the okie doke for these white supremacists and tried to make it seem like their sexual act was in the same category as thousands of years of genocide and oppression, became disrespectful, falling for the white man's okie doke with their rainbow community. That's when the problem came in. But listen, man, anything that these people want to do that's evil, that's nasty and destructive, they'll find a way to legalize it and make it okay. They'll find a way to move the goalposts back and socially engineer people into believing everything is okay. You know, no different than the drugs during the crack era, okay? We got them black folks on drugs, let's lock them up and give them football numbers. Now we got all these white dope fiends on opioids. Okay, well, we're gonna make sure they got these cans of Narcan or whatever to bring them back to life and give them counseling and all these other programs. Straight hypocrisy, man. And that's why after all this, you got black people just sticking their middle finger up saying, man, F you all, forget it. You know what I mean? The thing about this is this, man, these people, I don't care what government they part of, what side of the political, whatever, this side, that side, they're all into it. Every single one of these guys in the past and current, they're all into this small people stuff, this lizard stuff. They all are heavy into it. They're doing it. They got buddies that do it. They got secrets. They can't break Pale Voltron because this one going to say this one about that one. That's what it is. And once you get to that black boule Greek celebrity level, they're into it too. And they harbor the people who are. They'll do anything. They'll do anything to get in the room with Whitey. And usually to get in the room with Whitey, they like you to go through certain things like doing disgusting stuff like that. Small people with damn hind part stuff and all that other stuff. But anyway, people, down in the description, click the link. Link in the description, the masterpiece, the N-word is no secret in the service, and also the link to the email list so that you can get an email. You'll know where the content is, whether it's a new channel, where it's here, boom, this channel now, whatever. You know how I got to do. But anyway, easy.